Most people don't like to think about the end of life, and life insurance gives us peace of mind that loved ones around us will be taken care of.
Yeah, but for many people turning 65, those policies have run out. Tom Qualley is here from Sovereign Select to discuss what happens next and what you can do so that others respect your final wishes. Great to have you on the show.
Thank you. I feel like I'm bringing this segment down a little bit. But let's all smile while we talk through this, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Smile as we talk about death. But the truth is, it's an important topic, and it's something you are comfortable talking with your clients about, making sure that whatever their final wishes are taken care of.
Absolutely. You know, it's something that most people don't really want to think about, but there comes a time in everybody's life when they really have to. And not everybody has the resources to pay for, you know, a funeral and burial expenses, and a lot of people don't realize what it actually costs. Like you had said right before the segment, it does cost quite a bit of money to die, unfortunately.
It does. I mean, for anybody who's faced a funeral and maybe hasn't before, the expense is great.
Yeah, the average funeral costs about $15,000.
Wow.
And the last thing you want to do, or the last thing anyone wants to do, is leave that to, you know, their kids or, you know, their family members or friends to try and put that together, or, you know, start funds or something like that. It'd be much easier if they just said, here's the fund. Now, you know, let's have a party.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and there's very simple ways to do it. There are, you know, life insurance means. There's ways to do it through life insurance. There's ways to do it through burial trusts, which is basically taking a sum of money and putting it in a trust, which basically protects that money specifically for funeral and burial expenses. And you can do that with life insurance as well, as you can have the life insurance within a trust, which means that if a person goes into a nursing home or a person dies prematurely and there are other expenses that would need to be paid for out of their estate, that money is protected and cannot be touched. So it is there specifically for their funeral and burial expenses, and they don't have to worry about it.
It's a nice comfort. What does it mean by saying that some of their life insurance can run out? Do people know that it's running out?
Yeah, well, most people will choose to buy term insurance because it's a lot less expensive, and when they're, you know, when they have a family, that kind of stuff, they usually think, okay, I have my kids now for about 20 years, and they'll be out of the house, and then I won't have to worry about life insurance. Well, then there's the next phase of life insurance, which is really how am I going to take care of the other expenses that are going to come after, you know, the kids and the family and the house. So that's where we come in. At that point, you know, we'll definitely take it from there and show them how to inexpensively, you know, cover all those added expenses after the term insurance runs out.
It's a great way to take care of your loved ones even after you're gone, which is hard to think about, but important, I think, to discuss. One of the things that always strikes me, and you've been on the show, I think, for 3 years maybe, or something like that.
I actually thought about it the other day. 4 years.
4 years.
It's been 4 years in March was...
And you've saved in that time hundreds for a lot of people, but thousands of dollars over the years.
Yeah, I couldn't even put into an exact figure, but it's been a lot. On average, we save the average person that calls in and we are able to help them and change their plan, we save them about $600 a year. And the cool thing is with Medicare, and we're talking specifically about Medicare supplement plans here, they're all regulated by the government. So every plan works exactly the same. So when you change somebody from one plan to the other plan, you're not changing their benefits at all. The only thing you're doing is decreasing their price. So you literally get the same benefits at a lower cost.
That's important for a lot of people to know, because many people probably just don't do anything. They figure, well, I've got it set, now it's done, and they don't revisit it.
Yeah, people get set in their ways at that age. And you know, it's up to me to kind of help them feel comfortable and, you know, make the move and realize once they're in the new plan, they're fine. Yeah. You know?
Every month people are turning 65.
Yeah.
What's your advice to them?
People that are turning 65, there's a lot to think about, and that's kind of where we come in as well. We'll walk them really through the steps from the ground up. We'll educate them on Medicare and how Medicare works, the ins and outs, and then the different types of plans that go along with Medicare, which would be Medicare supplements, Medicare Advantage plans, and Part D prescription drug plans. And a lot of people are retiring at that age or getting to the point where, okay, they're on, or maybe they're still working, and they might have insurance through their employer, and they might have had that insurance for 30 years, and they think, well, this is just what it's going to be. But a lot of employers are really taking that insurance away once people are eligible for Medicare, and if people retire, then they're going to take that insurance away in a lot of cases. And on the other hand, they might not take it away, but they might charge you more. And we might be able to actually do better in the private market than in the group market, so, or individual market versus the group market. So those are some things to think about. So if anybody is, retiring, turning 65, going on to Medicare, I would recommend that they give us a call so we can just at least talk them through their situation to make sure that they're comfortable in where they're supposed to be.
Well, it's great. You make house calls, you go out and meet with people, they can come to your office. Either way, whatever works best for you. You also deal with people who have been looking for insurance and maybe missed that open enrollment period on the Affordable Care Act. So you don't have to be 65. You can be younger as well to work with Tom. He works with all people on setting up the final life stages or where you're at right now. It's 262-641-4111 to connect with Tom. He's located right in Brookfield, or just tell him where you live. He'll make the jaunt there.
I will. And it doesn't cost anything.
That's right.
Yeah,
free
it doesn't
consultation.
cost anything to meet with Tom and use the services. So
absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.